Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Guapish. Today, I am your host, Nico, as per usual, and I am being joined by a pretty popular man who's here to perform his iconic comedy routine where he pours water into his mouth while talking and attempts not to choke. Tanner!
What am I supposed to do with that, Nico?
You're supposed to try drinking water and talking, and the bit is going to be that you can't do it and you end up throwing up water all over yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Ridiculous.
I guess he's not performing the routine today. But alas, here to prove that trans girls can get pregnant if you have the soul and will, Jackson.
I just did a couple of them last week, trying to get like 2 more today if I can.
And of course, he can roll his R's with the best of them, Dylan.
This intro stinks!
Dylan, can you not roll your R's? Are you even here?
Oh, did you not hear that? Did that not come through on Discord?
No, it
No.
didn't.
That's gonna be very funny when you go back and hear that.
Okay, it was just silence.
No,
He
yeah,
just
I got
says the N-word but rolls the R.
And today, folks, we have another waifu tier list for you. It's gonna be another big one. We've got so many waifus here for you. Another grab bag, many from several different things, including Albedo from Overlord.
She's pretty cute. Is this like a cute scale, or are we doing like fuckable? What's this one gonna be this time?
Rank them however you want to.
That's what makes
S.
these tier lists scuff. Yeah, I guess I'll give it S in that case.
S tier and rename it to I want to make her pregnant.
Okay.
Impregnation tier.
There we go.
There we go. Off to a great start.
All right,
Perfect.
next up here, we've also got ReZero characters here, boys. This is Anastasia.
Is this a child?
No,
Thank God.
she's a Russian.
Okay. I feel like
Where's she going?
I have no idea who the fuck this is.
She was like one of Wait, is her name Amelia? What the fuck is the main girl's name?
Yeah, Amelia.
Yeah, she's like one of Amelia's sisters, I think. I don't remember how ReZero works. It's been too long since I watched this show.
I'm not crazy on her. I'm gonna say C. I'm starting off pretty low and aggressive here because I assume we're gonna get some bangers.
Dude, look at how form-fitting her dress is, though.
I'm gonna go D and change the name to Up Against the Wall.
Dude. D, are you a fucking crazy person? What?
I'll say
This
B.
is a child.
No, it's not. We're gonna see children. This is not a child. Dude, I'm going B for her.
tier.
You guys are
Hell
crazy.
Whoa, don't loop me in with those lunatics, man. I'm right there with you.
You're being sensible here, Dylan.
I'm just giving her C because I assume we're gonna get some fucking baddies in here. You know, I'm assuming that the average is gonna be high.
You'd be
True.
surprised. Hang on, we need an F tier. I'd row below. F tier. Okay. All right,
we
next
go.
up here. This is
Oh.
Antoline.
Dude, she's got the heterochromia. I love the white-black heterochromia. Also, split down the hair. This is an S tier for me. Holy shit.
I don't think I've seen this character. What season is she from?
She appears in like one short scene at the end of like season 1 or season 2. I'm pretty sure. She's like some fucking like really strong person for like the Holy Kingdom.
Holy smokes. Dude, I know how to
Interesting.
pick them. She's got a scythe, too? I didn't realize that till just now. Holy
yeah,
shit.
she does.
I'm gonna go C. She's kind of whatever.
Brother.
I've seen her in motion. I'm saying just B for now. I don't know anything about her, and I'm not crazy about her.
I think B makes sense, yeah. All right. Where's Asuka going, guys?
Do I want to go first or last?
I'm just going to get ahead of everyone here. I'm saying S tier.
Yeah, we know.
I think Asuka's a solid A.
Oh no, I should have gone first.
I'm gonna agree with A tier.
Oh shit.
Asuka's a cutie patootie, but she's definitely not my favorite from Evangelion.
I also agree with that. I'll give her... I don't want to be flamed for this. Put her in B.
Sounds like she's going in A.
And rename A to...
Awooga!
There you go, Awooga.
Oh. I don't know if that's how you spell awooga. I think there's a W in
That's
there.
There's a W after
we
the
could
A,
throw
buddy. Come
W in,
on.
why not? All right, here's Aura.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah, she's a Freerin.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I like that she has a bunch of tassels in her hair. That's fun.
She looks a lot better in this. Her hair is way bigger in the show. I'm not a big fan of like how disproportionate her hair is to the rest of her.
She does have some big bushy hair.
Yeah.
I'll give her a B personally. Other than the hair, I think she's pretty solid. I'd give her an A otherwise.
I agree with B.
I'm saying C tier. I'm not crazy for Aura.
Fair enough, dude.
I unfortunately have bad associations with this character.
She's gone. She doesn't exist. I mean, Jackson, she fucking dies in the most badass way, so, like, you know, why does that matter?
She's still a piece of shit demon, so
I mean,
don't
also
fucking
true,
care.
but
Just toss her in there, I guess. Alright, up next here, we've got Aura.
this is a dude.
Fun fact, it's not. This is the chick one. I'm not a huge fan of either of them, to be honest. I'm saying D tier.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
agree
really
with
into them
D-tier.
either.
I do think the guy one's cuter, but yeah, I'm not crazy.
I had a
Hey, yo.
feeling. Alright, next up. Okay, Jackson. Where's Beatrice going?
I'm saying D tier on this one as well.
What?
I'm not a Beatrice stan. I think she's fucking annoying, to be honest.
She looks like she'd be annoying.
I'm gonna go F.
Yeah, she looks too much like a child for me.
She is unfortunately not a child. She is like some fucking old ass mage chick.
Oh yeah,
but-
she's incredibly old. I'm gonna join Jackson in D tier on this one.
Damn.
Why'd you say what? Like I just said some blasphemy, man. Did you think I was gonna say A or some shit?
Yeah, I thought that you were more into her than you are.
No, dude. I think her way of speaking's fun, but I think she's an annoying ass character, and I don't like her that much.
Dude, Nico, make D tier damn with a frowny face. Perfect.
And make B tier Daym, spelled Daym. There you go. Get rid of the U. The U's retarded.
No. The U stays, man. Alright, up next, Camilla.
She looks so sad.
ReZero certainly has its design
Yeah.
goes for it. It's very recognizable.
I'm gonna put her in C for Camilla.
She
makes
kind of
sense to
is
me.
penis shaped.
I think it's mostly her sleeves. I'm assuming that... No, that's a scarf. Never mind. That's a big-ass scarf.
I like her though. I'll put her in damn.
How does it average out to that?
I didn't hear what anyone else said. You all said something at the exact same time.
Dylan and I both said C. I can't remember what Tanner said.
I said C as well. Put her in
Okay.
C.
C it is then. Okay. We've also got solo leveling characters in here, so apologies on my Korean pronunciations. Here's Cha Hae-in. Also, I bash on the Japanese for their names a decent bit for not being very memorable. Koreans, you need to get your shit together. I'm gonna
Jesus.
throw that out there here as well.
Any names that aren't in English, get fucked.
She kind of looks like a matchup between Samus and Zelda.
Dude, that's kind of valid.
I like her in the story, but like honestly, she's nothing that crazy. I'm saying B tier, to be honest. Her design's nothing super special for me.
I was also thinking B tier.
I'm gonna go A.
Yeah, I'm
Or I
thinking
guess
B tier as well.
damn tier. These tiers are fucked up. I'm not gonna.
Dude, should we make C cunty?
No.
No.
Hang on, let's change this to BAM, just so, it follows. Yeah, that should be good. And C, we can make it like, I don't know about cunty, but
I think
No,
we've
we
had
shouldn't do
cunty tier before.
we have.
QC. How about QC?
I don't know
Cute.
about that either.
Damn.
Yeah. Whatever.
Maybe it'll
Whatever.
Oh.
No, I don't agree with whatever.
Okay.
I think whatever is a bit too mean.
I think it would be funny just to have it as like C and the rest have like a fancy name.
Yeah, sure. Leave
why
it as
not?
C. And then make F tier fugly.
Fugly, in parentheses, child.
Yes.
I said parentheses, not quotes, but whatever.
I
It
don't
means the same
care.
thing, I guess, dude.
It
Speaking of
doesn't.
fugly,
Here's Cruz
Impregnation
Lulu.
Nation.
Dude, this isn't a great picture of this cutesy
It's
little
not.
lizard girl, man. That's fucked
that's
up.
a
Why'd you do
lizard?
that
I thought
to
it was
her?
a snake.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
she has like arms and
salamander.
legs and shit.
Yeah,
Gross.
she's a salamander.
Yeah.
Gross. Fugly.
She's such a little sweetheart, man. It is unfortunate that she's a lizard, so I have to say F tier, but like, it's,
You were talking her up, man. I thought you were gonna put her way higher.
I mean, she's a fucking lizard. Let's not get it twisted. I do like her personality, though.
That's funny.
All
One of your
right, is it
friends asked-
unanimous? Is she going there?
No, I'm putting her in Impregnation Nation.
Oh, you were being serious about that.
I'm 100%
Well,
serious.
He
Didn't
wants
three
to
of us
fuck the
salamander.
lizard.
Didn't three of us
I
say
want to
fugly
fuck the
though?
lizard.
Doesn't that?
Yeah, so she's going there anyway. Fuck you, Tanner. All right,
Wah,
here's
wah.
CZ2128 Delta.
What the fuck? Is that a syringe at her side? What is that?
That's
It's
a gun,
big-
I think.
It's
That's
a
a
gun, yeah.
Gun. Okay.
I'm not crazy about this one, but I do think the playlists are fine. I'm gonna say just B tier.
Okay.
I'm a little lower than that. I'm gonna say C tier.
I'm gonna go damn.
Okay.
Bam, you mean?
No, I mean damn.
Oh, I forget.
We do have two of them.
Is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm going C tier as well. I'm not a huge fan of her. All right, how about Daphne?
What the fuck?
What in the hell?
I'm uncomfy.
It's
Why?
like in a big
Why
spider coffin.
Yeah.
It's very strange. This is definitely a ReZero design. I feel like I've seen this bitch in the show before, but I don't know in what context.
her whole front half is exposed? What's up with that?
I don't know.
I think this is the weakest ReZero design so far because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm saying D tier on this
gonna
I
say
feel
one.
like it's pretty
D-tier.
clear what we're looking at personally. It just takes a bit to fully comprehend it.
I mean, I broke down exactly what it is I'm looking at, but like
Yeah.
still, you know, she's some chick chained up in a fucking coffin.
I'm also gonna go damn.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
perfectly fair.
Yeah.
All right, how about Do S? Do S?
Impregnation.
Okay.
Awooga.
Oh God.
Oh, she has like a zipper down there and everything too. Am I gonna have to blur any of this, do you think?
Probably.
Maybe.
Jackson
This is one of
says
the
no.
This is one of the baddest bitches in One Punch Man.
That is she from One Punch Man?
She is,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. What
She's a
season?
monster. They haven't animated it yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
No, that she's in it.
What?
Is she?
Yeah.
I have not
Where?
seen her.
She attacks, who the fuck does she attack? I can't even remember, but she's in season 2. I think she fights,
What do they look like? What do they do?
I genuinely can't fucking remember.
She fights Child Emperor.
Child Emperor?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I know for a fact she's in it, though. I've seen her.
I'll
Oh,
say
okay.
bam. I'm not a huge fan of that aesthetic, personally.
Yeah, and I'm with Dylan and Bam.
Can we get a new tier that says...
Oh my god.
All right, cutting that part out here. How about Echidna?
Ooh. Wait, we've seen her before?
We have seen her before, yes.
Where's she from?
She's also from ReZero.
child tier.
She's definitely not a child.
She's certainly the oldest looking of all of the options so
I'm going
far.
off of looks here. Shut the fuck up.
How
looks
does
like-
she look like a child? Dylan's normally the freak who thinks every character is a child. What's wrong with you, Tanner?
Yeah, I was
Dude,
gonna say
this
I'm
one
looking.
looks like a child.
It doesn't. I don't agree with you.
Yeah, you're manic on this one, Tanner.
Quite frankly. I don't know. I think she's pretty cute. I'll give her an Awooga.
I like Echidna because she's got big, fluffy white eyebrows. I'm tossing up between B or A. I just really don't think that many ReZero designs are that strong, is the thing.
You should say a Wooga anyway, Jackson.
Sure. She definitely is probably one of my favorite ReZero characters.
She is very cute.
And I'm also going a Wooga. All right, how about Elsa? Here's another ReZero design for you.
Hashtag not my Disney character. Damn.
Isn't this the chick that guts the main character like twice in the same episode?
Yes,
my God.
immediately he gets murdered by her.
Yeah, I gotta watch
fun.
ReZero again.
I was trying to be funny before. I think I
Awooga.
actually mean damn.
Why?
I don't know. She's not appealing to me at all. Her face is
I'm not a crazy big fan of her like face either, but she's got a hot body, so I'm giving her at least B.
eh.
Yeah, and I'm also going B with Jackson here. All right, here's Amelia, the girl herself of ReZero, the one who the main character is pining after. How are we feeling?
Well, she
C.
hits my color criteria, so there's that start.
She is pretty generic, but I'm a sucker for long, white-haired elf chicks A tier.
She's an elf. Zooming on those ears.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Holy
Pointed.
shit! That doesn't deter me though. They're not very offensive pointy ears. It gets to a point where the ears are egregious. I will give her an Awooga.
Dude, we'll see some pretty pointy ears later. Yeah, I'm thinking Awooga as well, so she can bounce out to Bam.
Sick.
All right, here's a Toma.
Mask on or
Very
mask
funny.
off. This very drastically changes my answer.
Let's say on.
Is that her mask? Is that?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Dylan, she is a bug woman who's made up of a bunch of bugs, as you can see here, just bugs everywhere.
I think I have to go with Fugly in that case. I really don't like insects, and the fact that her entire body is just insects is not okay with me.
This is
Yeah,
really
I'm gonna
hard for
agree
me.
with
dude.
I
him.
wouldn't have put her
This
in
is-
F tier
this
if I
is-
didn't
this
know
is
that
rough.
information.
You would have put her up in S tier?
No. I just wouldn't put her in F. I wouldn't put her super high. I just
gotcha.
wouldn't have put her in F. I think she's like aesthetically pretty cool and nice looking, but like...
Yeah, I think Intoma's pretty cool. She's got a neat set of powers that's rather unique. I wouldn't fuck her, but
Yeah,
I'd put her
nah.
up in, like, BAM, I think.
I think I'd agree with Nico.
I'll be less harsh. I'll give her damn instead. I'm not gonna say fugly.
Okay.
That just simply is not true.
Fantastic. Sounds good to me, dude.
I think it definitely has to be one down.
I thought you said impregnation, to be
No, I
perfectly
said
honest.
fugly.
Bummer. Alright, here's Asil Radiru.
I'll go Bam.
I would agree.
I'm gonna go one up here and say Awuga for me.
I'll say Bam. I don't like her color combination. It's very clashing.
Jackson, is this how she normally looks? I kept finding images from some fucking gacha game, and I don't know if these are, like, the character's actual designs.
Yeah, she's normally in like enough set of armor. I don't know if it
Okay.
looks exactly like that, but
Gotcha. Sounds good to me. Alright, here's Evil Eye.
Yeah, she certainly has them. 2 of them, in fact.
she's a really old vampire lady.
Yeah.
I'm saying
C
B tier.
I'm going impregnation. I'm a big fan of Evil Eye, personally.
It's because she looks like
I
Asuka.
knew you'd say
Doesn't
that.
even really look like Asuka.
Brown hair, or whatever, that color hair. Whatever.
Asuka
Blonde?
doesn't have brown hair, though.
Listen, dude, I was grasping at straws here. Leave me alone.
He sees red.
They're both women.
They're both short. I gave it a C.
We can bump her down then, why not? Oops!
Look, there she is again.
Alright, here's Fami.
Damn.
What is this from?
She's from Chainsaw Man.
Oh, okay.
Can't
I
you
haven't
tell
seen
it's
this one yet.
Fujimoto's iconic art style?
See, I did think that immediately, but I was like, I haven't seen this character before, though.
I like Fami a lot. I'm saying A tier. I think she's one of the best designs in part 2.
She definitely has a lot going on here, I agree, Jackson. I'm going C, I think.
I'm going damn. She looks really tired.
I'll give it a C. I'll be less harsh.
There we
Y'all are
go.
fucking haters. You guys don't see the vision.
I just told you. I feel like I'm uneducated. Hey, look, it's the other one. I think.
It's a little thief girl.
Yeah, it's
Is this
felt.
not the sibling to the other one?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is from a completely different show, frankly.
Damn.
Can't
She
you
looks
tell?
like a child.
She's not.
I know.
Isn't she?
I don't actually remember.
God
She
damn
might
it,
be-
Nico.
I'm like 99% sure she's like some fucking orphan child running around.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if she's an orphan, that means she's legal.
That's not. Anyway, it's weird. She's got that whole like one leg panted, the other one not thing going on, like some anime characters like to do for some reason. I'm not
Because
entirely
it's
sure
hot,
if I
dude. That's why they do it.
I was gonna say I'm not sure if I hate that or not. I'm not. I don't think I hate it, but also it's weird.
I like her. I'll say bam.
I'm gonna go C.
I'm gonna take the safe route and say fugly because you can't remember if she's a child or not.
I'm gonna say D. I'm not a crazy big fan.
Damn.
I mean, to be fair, I don't like her design much either, so it's not like it's purely based on the fact that she looks like a child.
What's there not to like? She has a cool
She's a
scarf.
fucking child, that's what's not
sweet
to
little
like.
dagger. Oh
I just
my
don't really like
god.
the ReZero art style, honestly. I think that's my biggest issue.
It's a bummer,
Valid.
man. Especially since we're not seeing another one yet. We're seeing Fern.
Fugly.
She's fine. I think she's not an adult though. She's not 18 at least.
How do you know that?
Because Jackson, don't do this.
How do you know that, Dylan?
She's 16 in the show. That's why, at least at the point I am watching it at.
I'm not a huge fan of Fern either. I'm thinking damn.
I think she's fine. I'd give her a B.
Yeah, fun fact, she is absolutely 18 in the part of the show we're at.
What?
I like Fern. I'm gonna give her B.
There we go.
Okay. She can go up a little bit. Why not?
Let's go.
Okay,
Cool.
here's another easier character, though. Frederica.
Awuga.
You know, I think I agree. She's got those little hair tufts on the side of her head that I like. It's very cute.
Have you guys
I
seen
like-
her massive furry eyebrows yet, though?
No.
I do like the big bushy eyebrows that they give ReZero characters. Big fan.
Man, I wish you hadn't pointed that out to me.
I'm personally not a huge fan of her. I'm gonna go damn for her, too.
I'll go Bam.
I'm going B
Alright.
tier.
Okay.
I'm
That's
giving out a lot of B tiers.
Yeah, hot damn. Alright, here's Freeling
Freeling!
herself, though.
Look at her. This is... Huh.
What, Dylan? What?
Weird art style.
Of course, don't always complain about the fucking more stylized art. Hates it, can't stand it, only likes basic ass anime art. You motherfucker.
I mean, I figured the other ones were like original source material, but I have
This
no
is
grounds to
original
this
say
is
source
so.
also
material.
from the fucking manga.
How the hell am I supposed to know that? I didn't read the manga.
Well, you're just making an assumption. Yeah, I like Freerun a lot. I think she's a cutie patootie. I'm saying A tier.
I also say Awuga.
I like my white-haired elf chicks, as I've mentioned previously.
I'm gonna go Bam.
Okay. I'm gonna go C tier, so we can throw her there. I think Freerun is very basic.
Damn.
Dude, when she's in that like white dress with her hair down, Zooey mama.
Hell,
I
well,
haven't seen that part yet. Maybe once we check that out, I'll have to bump her up a little bit. Okay, how about Fubuki?
Impregnation.
Nation.
What?
Must I be a raccoon to get inside your Fubuki?
Am I the only one that doesn't share this opinion?
Dude, I'm right there with you. I'm thinking C tier.
I
You guys
also
are-
say C
Are
tier.
you guys gay? Real question here.
Dude, everybody
I'm
always
sorry,
talks
dude.
about how attractive Fubuki is, and I just don't see it.
You guys see
I'm
that
a bigger
fully
fan of her
fleshed out
sister, personally.
bodacious woman and say fucking average crazy.
She's
Dude,
not-
they're either gay or they're pedophiles. There are no other options.
Fuck you, Tanner. She's just not attractive, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I think she is like if we took statistics here of the entire fan base, I think she would be the most attractive character if we quiz the entire people that watch it
I
by
mean,
far. It wouldn't even
That's
be close.
fair, dude. I've acknowledged the fact that I don't share the same opinion as most of the people who watch One Punch Man, and I've already come to terms with that, so whatever.
I don't normally agree with Dylan, but he's just right on this front, guys. I'm
We
sorry
should be
to
able
say.
veto. You guys are fucking crazy for that.
Wait, hold on. Where'd you end up leaving her though?
I put her in B.
No,
Put her
you
in a
gotta
Wuga,
put
dude.
her-
Fucking bite to the
put her in a
high.
Wuga.
So
What the
what
fuck
are
are you talking
doing?
about?
Fine.
Manic.
Okay. How about Gagaron?
D.
No, wait, she's got
Fugly.
tits. I'm gonna say fugly. She looks like He-Man.
Yeah, I'll put her there as well. Okay, how about Han Song Yi?
Dude, she kind of looks like Ellen.
Why'd they make her caked up?
Because she's always caked up.
Where the hell can
They
you see her
didn't.
ass? I don't see that.
I'm looking at her right now.
I'm gonna go C.
I'm
Dude.
going Impregnation. I'm a huge fan. The shorts, dude, oh my god. Look at the cute little hat design she's got, too. Like, Jesus,
She never
man.
like
C
looks like this
tier.
though. This is just from some fucking gacha game. She's
Yeah, it's
normally
also
just,
from
like,
the
in
gotcha
some-
game. But, Jackson, I don't think she normally has the hat, but she normally does have, like, headphones, like a hoodie, and she's wearing shorts.
Yeah, this is doing a lot for her character design. She's normally way more fucking basic than this. And
As
because
are
of that-
most of the solo leveling designs, but even when I was reading the fucking manga, I was like, damn, when is she gonna show up again?
Yeah, I'm not crazy about her. I'm saying C tier.
Oh my gosh. No, I'll give her an S tier.
Oh my god. Dylan and I, united front here, hot damn.
Hell yeah.
Okay, how about Hikari?
Oh.
We're not counting Pen, Tanner, before you bring it up.
He knew, that freak.
Dude, I just want to know what's up with the fingers on Pen. Like, what the fuck is that?
yeah.
He's a
look at that.
mutated penguin species.
C.
Damn.
I'm saying, yeah, C.
I think C works as well. That's perfectly
Okay.
fine.
She's generic schoolgirl.
Yeah, how about Himeno?
Damn.
Himeno? I don't know how you pronounce it.
Why do these chicks have to look like dudes?
Himeno's kind of a fucking baddie. I'm saying A tier.
I don't agree with that. I'm like B at most.
I want a woman like Fubuki to ruin my life. Not
Yeah.
Fubuki, Himeno. I mean, I do want someone like Fubuki to ruin my life too, but
God
You want her
damn.
to throw up in your mouth?
God, no, please don't
gonna
say
go
shit like that,
C.
please.
That's what happens in the manga, Dylan. And
hasn't been
anime.
long
I don't
enough,
like just
Nico.
manga.
It hasn't been long enough.
I've got a vision you guys don't see for these Chainsaw Man girls.
Yeah, vomit.
I'm 2 for 2 here.
Okay, anyway.
Dylan, did you also put her in C?
No, I said damn.
Okay. C, she's going then. All right. Speaking of Chainsaw Men women, how about Kobeni?
Isn't this like the big bad demon?
No,
No.
that's Makima.
Bam.
Yeah, she looks like she's ready and willing to fucking murder me. This is yandere energy for sure.
She's definitely not.
She
Yeah,
seems like she
definitely
could
not.
fit the part.
Impregnation.
I'm saying C tier.
I'm not.
What the fuck?
I think she's really generic. I don't like the trope of like her just being some fucking nervous wreck. I'm not a fan.
I love that shit, dude. I'm a huge fan.
She doesn't even really have that many moments. Like, she's mostly just a fucking gag character, too.
Yeah, and she works very well as that gag character.
Yeah, and she's gonna be gagging on my cock.
Guys, can I get clarification on the knife? That'll help my ranking here.
That's just what she uses to kill monsters, Dylan.
Huh. I'll give her an A. I'll give her an awooga.
Crazy.
A wooga she goes then.
You think she's hotter than Fubuki? Insane.
I do, man. It's
I
simply
don't know
the
what
truth.
it is. Honestly, you could ask me what the problem with Fubuki is. I could not begin to explain. I don't know why I don't find her attractive. Anyway, go on, Nico.
Insane face card, massive rack, crazy hips, fat
That's
ass.
the problem. She's a little too busty for my liking.
She looks too much like an adult for him, dude.
Crazy.
Speaking of
Is
adults, here's
is this the
Lee
fucking
here.
healer chick?
Yeah, the healer chick.
Oh, yeah.
I can like barely tell what the gotcha.
Yeah,
game are.
I tried finding other images. There just weren't any good ones. I don't know why they gave her a fucking like Sailor Moon outfit in this game.
Yeah, I'm not super crazy. I think her date outfit's cute when she like goes and meets up with Sung Ji-woo that one time, but like she's a fucking C tier. She's like barely even a character.
Yeah.
C
I'm gonna go
tier.
Awooga.
A wooga? Oh my god. We're leaving her at C then. Alright, here's Lupuser. Okay, look. Listen. I've hated on the Japanese, I hated on the Koreans. I think that Overlord has some decent character names, but shit like this, are you fucking serious? Lupersagina? Fuck you.
Dude, that's Greek though.
I don't care what it is. I think she's very cute though. Impregnation.
Nation.
I'm a huge fan of the
I'm
design.
also saying Impregnation. I'm a big fan of this. I think this is easily my favorite playlist.
Yeah, same here.
I'll agree with you guys.
I love that hat. I don't know.
Why is there like the little bunny in the bottom right? Is that like the artist call sign or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's funny.
cool.
Love the hat. Can't get enough of it. Okay, and here's Makima.
There she is. That's the demon. That's the one I
Yeah.
remember.
This is a tough one.
I don't.
I think Makima's hot as shit. I'd definitely be enthralled by her. I'm saying A tier.
I'd be enthralled, dude. You'd be one of the last people under her thrall to die in place of her. That's the
Yeah,
only
'cause
thing
I
I
got
know
no
about
fucking use
Chainsaw
for it.
Man.
I'm
I'd be
fucking spoiling shit.
I'd be sick, man.
Jesus.
I haven't seen the anime, Tanner. That's all I know.
Tanner, did you not know she's evil yet?
I did. I've had it spoiled, and I'm constantly trying to forget that shit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, I watched a death battle that involved her. She lost.
Sad. I think she's alright. I'll go B.
I'll go Awooga.
I'll go Bayum.
Alright, we can drop her there then. Alright, and here's Mari.
Why do
I'm
I
saying A
recognize her?
tier. She's from Evangelion.
Oh, she
Yeah.
is the nerd chick.
She's the pink girl.
The
Man, she
nerd
looks
chick.
weird in
Everyone
this.
say the nerd.
I mean, I definitely
I think-
think I'd definitely say she's a nerd.
Because she has glasses?
No.
What else is nerdy about her?
She seems like she has a higher intelligence than everybody else in the
Why does
group
that make
of
her a
kids, but
nerd?
I don't know, I just associate
You fucking
a
nerd knowing stuff. I think B.
Yeah, I agree with Bam.
Go on, Jackson.
That was the end of my sentence.
Oh, okay. I agree with
I
Bam.
think, and that was the end of his sentence.
I don't want to fucking keep talking. Go for it.
I think, therefore, I am.
Yeah.
Here's Melly.
Child.
F.
Child.
Have you guys considered the dog?
What?
He's a cute
yeah,
looking
it's a
little
puppy.
dog.
Alright. Here's another Evangelion character. I don't know if you guys remember her or not, but
I
it's
do,
Midori.
actually.
Not really, damn.
Awooga.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Awooga. What? She's
I'm
great.
saying B.
Okay.
I'll
not
say
as
C.
crazy
Fuck
about
it,
her.
whatever.
Can move her down a little bit. Why not? Here's Minerva. Another ReZero.
Why do they all look the exact fucking same, bro? They're all the same blonde-haired lolly.
This one isn't even a lolly, though.
She's got a rack, dude. She's an opie lolly. My bad.
No, in the show, she's not a lolly whatsoever.
I'm gonna go C.
I'll also go C.
I'm saying B.
Okay. I'm also thinking B. After all that talk, Jackson, you put
That's what
her
I
in
was about to
B.
say.
Impregnation.
Yeah, I can second that.
I can't.
I'm a big Misato stan. She is easily my favorite Evangelion woman.
I do like Misato a lot.
I'm gonna go Bam.
I was gonna say unpopular opinion. I'll agree with Tanner on that one.
Oh my
You guys are
god.
manic.
What the fuck?
I mean, I didn't rate Asuka the way I actually wanted to rate her, so there is that.
Why not?
Because I didn't want to rile Nico's anger so early on in the tier list. This chick's kind of whatever. I'll give her a damn.
I was wondering if you'd have the mosquito chick on it. There's a very weird cropping of her.
I don't know why'd you choose the mosquito chick out of... like, that's such a random
I included
pick.
all the One Punch Man women. There aren't that many.
That's
I
fair
like how
enough,
they
dude.
added nipples to it.
I mean, yeah, fair enough, I guess.
I'll go Bam.
I was saying B as well. Like, she's got it going on, but also she's much more like monster than the fucking dominatrix one.
Yeah. I think I'd like her a lot more when, like, her big old blood sack is popped.
So you think this fucking mosquito chick is hotter than Fubuki?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. She's more interesting.
Manic.
Oh.
Here's
Oh?
Narburl Gamma.
A tier.
What is she from?
She's from Overlord.
Overlord.
Oh.
She's another
If it's a
Pleiades.
weird fucked up name that isn't Japanese or Korean, it's Overlord.
Holy thigh gap, dude. What the fuck?
This
She's
this
got
is a
some
great
weird
art
stuff
of her.
going on with her legs.
Yeah, that's very fucked up right there. She's got like rickets or something.
Yeah.
I'll go Bam.
I'll go Awooga. I like her.
I'll also go Bam, so it's sounding like she's going up to the Awooga. Here's Nayuta.
Naito.
White chains?
Naito? Naita?
Naito.
White chains.
I think she's cute. I don't want to spoil anything about her.
Okay.
Massive lore implications behind her that if even saying the most basic information would just immediately be huge spoilers
Yeah.
for part one.
What is she from?
She's from Chainsaw Man.
I'm saying B tier. I think she's cute. I think she's fun.
I'll say Bam as well.
This really isn't giving me much to go off of, so I'm gonna go C.
Damn.
I will also go Bam as well. Dude, what is there to know? She's in pretty plain clothes with chains on her. Okay, here's Park Kyung-hae.
Dude, I don't want to say fugly because she's like dying in a hospital bed, but like...
I'm gonna go Damn.
Yeah, I'm saying D tier as well.
yeah, fuck it. I'll say
So
damn
what?
with emphasis on sad face.
Here's Pestonia.
This is a furry.
Eh.
I think that's just a mask.
What's under the mask though, bro? I've never
Furries
not
also wear
seen the
masks,
mask.
Nico. Need I say more?
I
Fugly.
suppose so.
If she's not attractive enough to show her real face, then she's not attractive. Coward.
Yeah, I'll agree with Fugly.
Let's go.
Fantastic. Here's
Child.
Petra.
Little Red Riding Hood looking ass. I'm saying C tier.
Holy shit. She's just a taller child.
I'm gonna go Damn. She really doesn't do anything.
I'll go C tier as well. So damn it is. Alright, Power.
I recognize her.
She's from
And one
Chainsaw
of the
Man as
main
well.
characters of Chainsaw Man.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I recognize her.
I'm saying A tier. I think Power's a cutie patootie.
Dude, oh man. Is Power Impregnation Nation or Awooga?
I feel like I'm in the uneducated pool here.
One of these days you'll read and or watch Chainsaw Man and you'll
I'm
understand.
gonna go Awooga.
Okay. I'm thinking B tier. Power seems like she'd be pretty gross. Like, she hasn't flushed the toilet and shit, dude.
You can fix her, dude. We saw what happened to her in the later parts of part one.
Yeah.
I'll give credence to your guys' ratings and give her a bam, I guess.
Here's Priscilla.
Damn it, she looks like a child.
She's definitely not a child. This is just the art style.
It's the stupid face, bro. They all have the same face regardless of like what
I'm
their
guessing
body
this
looks
is
like.
another
so it doesn't-
ReZero character.
Yeah.
Fucking
She's
called
kind of got
it.
it going on. That's a sick ass dress.
That is a very nice dress.
I'm saying I think I might say A tier. I think that she's kind of got it going on.
She's probably my favorite ReZero character we've seen. I'm gonna go Impregnation.
I'll go
I'm gonna go
A.
Bam.
Awooga, as it were.
Alright then. She's also the feet character. People make a lot of feet art of her.
Damn it, that's where Jackson got me.
You know, kind of a. I'm gonna go C. She's got a nice body, but I fucking despise that hair and face.
Damn.
Dude, I don't dislike the hair and face. I'm
I
saying
knew
A
you
tier.
would like it, man. You piece of shit.
She gives me Bayonetta vibes.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's just a strong, powerful woman. What can I say?
I'll give her an Awooga. Why not? Fuck it.
I'm thinking like C tier for her. So.
It is Mother's Day after all.
Oh, true.
Shout out all the mothers out there if you're watching.
Did you skip one?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to that one in a moment. Here we have Zhongyi.
Gotcha. Dude, she's smoking a cigarette.
Zhongxi.
She's a lesbian. F tier. Just kidding. I'm saying A tier. I think she's a baddie.
She has a really cool
agree
design.
with Awuga.
I'll go with Awuga.
Yeah. I think we're all unanimous there. All right, so as Jackson says, she's a lesbian and she has her very own harem. So where are we putting the harem?
A lesbian with a head. That's funny. Wait, so we're rating them as a whole now?
Yeah. You ignore her, though. Just the harem.
Yeah.
How many of them do I actually think are attractive is the problem here? Probably like 1.5.
I'm gonna give them a BAM overall.
I can't agree with that.
I'm saying B overall as well. I think the one chick that just says nonstop Halloween would be really fucking annoying, and then one of them just looks scary.
Yeah.
2 of them look scary, quite frankly.
I think it's... I'm going C tier for me.
Yeah, C tier at the highest for me.
I think the clingy one, the one that looks like Power, really pulled up for me, though.
Exactly, yeah. Unfortunately, the one with, like, her brains hanging out definitely doesn't
She's
help
wearing
the
hot
situation.
pants, though. I think the most annoying part about that chick is that she only says Halloween because her brain's fucking fried.
Yeah. Alright, here is... I don't even know how the fuck to say this. Queerasha?
Dude, this is like the poison monarch or whatever the fuck she is.
Yeah.
The bug monarch, insect monarch or something.
I can't.
I
There's
don't
not a lot to go off of here. Like, I see very
Yeah,
little
she's
of her.
very obscured. I'm gonna go BAM.
I'll go
Okay.
BAM. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She looks pretty hot.
I'm also gonna say B.
Oh, very fantastic. Yeah, unfortunately, when it came to the solo leveling characters, there were a lot of images to choose from for most of them.
Fair, I guess.
And here we have Ram.
Another maid.
A lot more ReZero characters than I thought there'd be.
There were so many more ReZero characters than I thought existed. Like, oh my god.
I'm gonna go Awuga.
I'm also saying Awuga. I think her design's pretty basic, but I like her character a lot.
I like her
I'll say
character a lot
Awuga.
too. There we go. Awuga it is. Here's Raptora.
She got the underboob going on.
Yeah.
Impregnation Nation.
Dude, she has handlebars.
She
C.
does. Yeah, I'm thinking B.
I'm saying B on this one as well. I'm not feeling crazy about her. I don't know why. I think it's just like the scales. She just looks a little too monster, maybe.
Yeah, and it looks like she's got claws.
Do you think you'll like Ray a little more though?
This is where the real men are formed.
God damn it.
I don't like Ray very much. I'll go Bam.
Alright, that's fair.
And I
'cause
think that's
also...
being generous, to be honest.
Alright,
I
you want to hear
agree
my
with
real
Bam.
rating for Asuka, Nico? Is that what it is?
Yes, please. Thank you.
No, we're not actually. I'll give Ray an Awuga, despite her being child.
I'm saying A as well, honestly. I'm putting her on the same fucking tier as Asuka.
Tanner, did you also give her a Bam?
Yes.
We'll bump her up then. Why not? She can join Asuka up there. Here's Rem.
Wait,
B.
hold on.
What's
two
up,
of them?
Dylan? There are 2 of them.
Are they different
Awuga.
people?
No, they're sisters.
Okay.
One has pink hair and a fat rank. One of them has blue hair and a more modest figure.
Are they twins?
Yes.
I feel like
You're asking too many questions. Look at the picture.
it'd be an injustice to not put them on the same tier, quite frankly. Considering they're twins, that wouldn't make any sense.
I like Rem's character a lot less than Ram's personally.
Dude,
so that's why
Jackson.
I'm dropping her.
Oh my fucking god, you are the most based man alive for saying that. Holy shit. I always thought I was alone. I was on a lone little island. Everyone thinking Rem is the fucking bee's knees when Ram is right here, wherever the fuck she is. Where'd she go? I don't see
Yeah,
her.
Ram's the goat. I don't know what the fuck people are talking about.
Oh, it sounds like she's staying there then.
Sounds good.
Awesome possum.
Okay, you didn't like the other one, but how about Reptera?
I mean, that's the same shit.
Yeah, I'm going B
Also
tier again.
Impregnation Nation.
Okay.
Put her on the same tier. I put her in the. I think I gave her a C.
Yeah, let's just toss her right there.
Right next. Or is that the same person
Yeah.
again? Oh my god.
Here's a better look at them, by the way.
This is them together.
Yeah.
And together with their powers combined.
I actually don't recognize these two.
Yeah, they're just from, like, the fucking, big monster arc.
The problem is that I read the webtoon and I haven't really caught up with the actual manga. So
Oh.
I don't know what the fucking context of that. Aren't they? I'm pretty sure they're still doing the monster arc and it's been like 5 years.
Yeah, potentially.
We're
Jesus.
very far past that on the webtoon at this point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Impregnation, right? She's gotta be.
Yeah, 100%. She's definitely my favorite character in Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, hands down.
I'll agree.
I mean, Kobeni, I love you, girl, but Reese
Personality, face card, powers, story. She's got it all, man.
Is Reese the one that befriends the main demon guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she befriends the main character.
Okay. I thought so.
She's the one that has a whole ass movie coming out about her soon.
Holy
I'm pretty sure in November or October. No,
Dylan
very
and Tanner, I
excited for
didn't
it.
hear what you said.
I agreed with you guys.
I agree with you guys as well.
Yay!
fucking
She gets
based.
to stay there. Yay! Ritsuko.
Bayum, I guess. She's fine.
I agree with Bam.
I agree.
Alright, she can go there. I probably would have thrown her in C, but she's definitely the character who does the least for me, probably. Here's Ryuzu.
She's pretty. Dude, I like when they have the the neck portion sticking up over their mouth. I like that character.
Yeah. What the
I
fuck are
personally-
these sleeves? I
was
just,
gonna
That's
say-
fucking
That
bullshit.
shit's stupid as shit.
I personally don't like the neck thing, so I'm gonna say damn.
I like the
I'm
neck
gonna go
thing
Damn
as well.
as well.
Okay, Tanner. Would it help you at all, though, to know that she has a fuckload of clones of her?
No.
Okay.
Dude, I'm bumping her up from D to C because of that.
She can go there, though. It's fine. How about Sekhmet?
Is this a ReZero design that doesn't look insanely generic like the rest of them?
She is.
That's fucking crazy. She's got some insanely long hair.
She does, yeah.
I gotta watch ReZero again. I need to catch up.
I really need to catch up with the newest season. It looks crazy. I have no idea what the fuck is happening in it.
I haven't even watched fucking season 2 fully yet. I am very far behind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say A tier. I think she's pretty.
I'll say
I
bam.
think I'll agree.
I'm gonna go Bam as well.
There we go.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. All right. Shaltier. Impregnation. I mean, come on, guys. All right.
I'm gonna go Bam.
C tier.
I see.
There are two wolves. I'm not saying impregnation nation. I'm saying A tier though. I do like Shaltier a lot, but like
She's giving me child vibes.
I think
She,
she's
uh,
not that attractive, and also her personality fucking sucks.
I think the big thing that holds me back is that I know what her fucking actual like vampire form looks like, and that turns me off a bit.
That too.
Oh, she's a vamp. I mean, I guess I could have guessed that, given her. Is she a Chainsaw Man one?
No, she's from
No.
Overlord.
I'm starting to detect the theme here.
You gotta drop her down one, Nico.
I didn't hear what Dylan said.
I said C tier.
Okay, well, Them's the breaks, I suppose.
Oh,
This is Shimizu Akari.
I know exactly who this is. This doesn't look fucking anything like she looks in the
know.
anime or
okay.
manga. That's really funny. The only thing that's similar at all is that she has the fucking hair buns.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just going off of this, I am gonna go Awuga.
I do fuck with this design. I think she's cute.
I'll say Awuga as well.
I'm pretty sure she's one of the characters that just gets fucking got and like
Yeah,
gets
she
no screen
immediately
time.
gets fucking killed.
Oh, very cool.
I think she's like the very first one of the fucking Japanese ones to get killed. I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
B.
Okay, I'm also going B, but she'll go up there. Here's Solution Epsilon.
A.
I don't like her face.
She's a slime. She can like give you some fucking suck like no other.
I didn't realize she was a slime. It's been too long since I've seen Overlord as well. I'm thinking Bam, I guess. Not
She can
huge
also
into
like.
her.
I'm pretty sure she can like shapeshift too because of that.
Yeah.
I'm
not
really
gonna-
not that into her. I'm gonna go C.
All right.
I'm alone in my quest for liking women with the fucking curly drill hair.
Here's Sung Jinha.
Shinwoo's sister.
Yeah, Jinwoo's sister.
This is a
Whatever.
weird picture of her. Dude, you should have used like some of the ones where she like they're really showing off her legs.
Yeah, this is a
Hey,
bad picture.
It's tough, man. If I could just scroll through the fucking webtoon and hunt down the images, I would have, but that would have taken way too long.
I'm gonna say B tier. You know, I think she's a cute.
I'm gonna say Impregnation.
I'll say B tier.
Okay.
All right, sounds good to me.
Thank you, Solo Leveling, for not making incest.
That's a bummer to me, honestly. I really wish they would have pushed the envelope.
I just think it would have made a very generic show even more generic.
Where are we putting Tatsumaki, guys?
This is a very funny image. Also, she's half fucking naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you saying that like it's a bad thing?
Anyway.
I think I'm gonna go B tier.
What? Are you serious, Tanner? Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. Her personality sucks, and
Tanner, do you
she's
just not like
small.
tsunderes? Is that what we've discovered?
Probably.
No, I don't like bitches.
You stupid piece of shit. Come on.
I don't know. Wooga, I guess.
I'm definitely saying Impregnation Nation. I think Fubuki fucking trounces her, but she's also still a massive baddie.
Perfect,
Crazy
dude.
opinion.
Perfect. Here's T and Tina.
B.
I don't know why they're showing off like this.
I don't know either.
B, I guess.
I'm gonna go Awuga.
Jackson, where are you putting her?
Dude, I said B.
Okay. B it is then. Here's Typhon.
Child.
Gonna have to say F.
Why is the dress like kind of see-through?
I was gonna say, quite the silhouette there.
I'm gonna agree with Child.
No arguing on that one.
All right, Ubel. I don't know which it is. You decide, viewers.
She looks like a woman under the age of 18 with daddy issues.
She is certainly over the age of 18.
She still looks like she has daddy issues.
She's like definitely in her mid-20s or something. She's a
All
fucking
of these
psychopath.
women do.
I'll give her a bam.
I'll give her a BAM as well.
I'm saying Awuga. I think she's hot. I like her personality.
Does she have daddy issues?
But she's like a fucking psycho. I don't know if she is. Maybe that's why she's a psychopath. I don't know.
She doesn't have a father.
I really would have liked to see her one more further up, but oh well,
we know.
I guess. Oh well, here's Yu Suryun.
Okay, I genuinely have no idea what the fuck this one is.
This is Sung Jin-woo's cousin.
He has a cousin?
Apparently. That's what I learned from her wiki page.
I've never seen this woman in my entire life. Wait. No. I'm getting it twisted with the fucking friend of his like sister or some shit. No, I've got no idea what the fuck this is.
I'm gonna go Awuga, but it's a high Awuga.
I agree with Tanner.
I'm saying A tier as well. She's just some hot, attractive woman in a nice outfit. What can I say?
Yeah, exactly. A wooga for me too.
Hell yeah.
Here's Yoru.
C.
BAM.
Dude, I've read part 2. I know she pulls some insane face card at times. I'm saying A tier.
I'm thinking like B. So, that's where she's gonna go then.
I once again see something you guys don't in these characters.
True.
And here's our final character. Yet another one of these fucking maids from Overlord. It's Yuri Alpha.
C.
B.
I would say B as well. I think she's my least favorite of the... Well, no, I don't know. She's like a toss-up between the gun girl and her.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And there we have it, folks. That is the big waifu grab bag. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if we'll do another one of these. Maybe. Please comment down below what anime you'd like to see us rank waifus from. Boys, how'd you enjoy it? How was the waifus this time around?
I'm glad they were all women.
To your knowledge, they were all women, Dylan.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. I'm not falling for that shit again. I've been doing my research.
Personally, I think I would have swapped out ReZero for something else, but I do like the idea. I think we could replicate this with many more tier lists.
Oh, hell yeah.
Exactly. It's an idea that's ever expanding. There's so many anime that, you know, they got some waifus, but not enough for a full tier list. But finally, we have a way to get them on here now, don't we?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of judging things and ranking them, we're now going to be going on ranking some stuff over at Guapish at the movies.
Guapish at the movies.
Where's Splinter?
Coming.
Jackson, dude, what did we watch this week?
The Patreon pick this week, as requested by Mr. T on Patreon, thank you for the request, was the 1991 film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. And if you also want to get your pick requested and watched by us, you can go to guapish.com/Patreon or patreon.com/guapish for $1 a month. Get your movie in the queue, and we'll watch it at some point in the future. Anywho, this is a direct sequel to the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, where they discover what made them the way they are and Shredder comes back and he tries to harness that power to, you know, kill them or something, and they fight and kill Shredder and save the day.
Fun fact, so due to backlash from parents surrounding the first film's, like, excessive violence and having curse words and stuff, the studio decided to massively tone down this one and make it much more like the cartoon, which is why it's so fucking goofy compared to the first movie.
That is something I was told about this movie, and I was wondering what was missing, and that explains a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, Dylan, what are you ranking it?
This one's a tough one, because I thought it was fine given other TMNT stuff, but it, like I said, it was missing something the other one did, so I just put it on the same tier as the other one and gave it an A-. I think that's what tier the other one's on. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I am on the exact opposite of the spectrum. I give this one a D+ currently.
Oh my
I
god.
gave it a C-.
Oh.
I think you guys are a tad harsh. I'm at a B-.
Well, I'm going to explain why I'm so harsh. I think it's really just, like you guys talked about, the lightness of this means it feels like there's very little stakes. This is really just kind of a movie of watching them fuck around, and it's just like a series of jokes over time. There's a lot of just like goofy scenes for, you know, shit's happening without any like real substance to most of it. And unfortunately, if you don't find it funny, there really isn't a whole lot to grasp onto, and I did not find this movie very funny. I was just fucking bored out of my skull throughout most of it. The plot is incredibly thin. Some of the action scenes are well done, I would say. You know, some of the choreography isn't terrible. But yeah, I didn't really get a ton out of this one, honestly. It's just kind of a fucking boring and poorly made film for me.
Yeah, I'm exactly right there with Jackson. My biggest problem with this film, as Tanner was saying, that, you know, they cut out all the fucking serious stuff from this. They just made it really fucking goofy. And the reason I liked the previous one better was because it had these moments of more seriousness that made me care about the characters much more. And this one just completely lacks that. And it's just fucking shitty-ass turtle antics the entire time. Like Jackson said in his review, he's like, yeah, you know, they fight Shredder in the wind at the end. They don't fight him. They don't fight him at all. He just kills himself.
That's very
it's
true.
Stupid. One thing I will give it, though, they actually made Donnie and Mikey different characters, which I appreciated.
True.
There you go. Yeah, I agree with everything. This is just a complete downgrade in pretty much every way from the first one, except the costumes, I guess, I think probably look better.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check that, but I'd assume that's the case. But like in every other way, I'd say this is a net downgrade from the first one. We gain a little bit of fun and whimsy, but it's at the expense of like the characters and the plot and having a bit more to bite into, you know. Like I enjoy this film a reasonable amount just because I'm able to turn my brain off and be like, ha, look at the goofy turtles. Look at
Go Ninja,
Vanilla.
go Ninja, go Ninja.
Yeah, exactly. I'm able to enjoy that stuff, but like it's like, what could have been, you know? Another fun fact, so this movie is called The Secret of the Ooze. You guys may have noticed there is no secret. And that's because originally it was supposed to be revealed that the Ooze had like extraterrestrial origins, but then that got cut out of the script, and so for some reason they kept the subtitle even though it doesn't make any fucking sense now.
Huh. I just figured the secret was some chemical byproduct of some lab doing their experiments.
I guess. Yeah, the secret is it was an accident. Oopsie.
Yeah,
Which, like, who is it? It's like either Donnie or Leo who's just really fucked up about that fact for some reason.
I think it was Donatello, yeah.
The fortunate unfortunate bit here is I agree with everything you guys say.
I assume the only difference here is that you actually did enjoy the comedy. Like, you weren't fucking bored out of your skull watching it, or else you wouldn't have given it an A-.
I just figured that it was like Tanner was saying, like, this movie gained whimsy and fun but lost everything else. That's what my next statement was gonna be.
So it all balanced out for you then?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I guess thinking back on it, I probably didn't enjoy this movie as much as the first one. I was also like hyped up because I was told that this movie was better than the first one. which just simply isn't true.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no idea where you heard that. This is pretty universally regarded to be worse than the first one.
Unfortunately, yeah. So, yeah, this is another one of those scenarios where I wasn't sure how to rate the movie, and I agree with everything you guys have said thus far.
We feel like we've had like 3 weeks in a row where that happens, man. I'm glad we're fucking convincing you.
I like how Casey Jones is just completely missing with
I was
no
gonna say
explanation.
that. What happened to the guy?
Yeah,
It's because he's like a darker character. He's like a vigilante who is just in it to beat up criminals, and so they fucking cut him.
Yeah, and just fucking kills Shredder in the previous movie.
true. That shit was so
yeah.
funny. That was
Their new
great.
base, though, pretty fucking sick. I think having a secret base in a subway is like on my pyramid of self-need.
That's totally valid, dude.
I guess so.
One other big up for this movie, though, Bart Simpson is in it, guys. He was on a cup. Did you see that?
No.
What? How the fuck do you not notice? He was like, he like brought it up super close to the screen and everything. You couldn't miss him.
We're not autistic like you, buddy.
Oh.
Dude,
Hot damn.
you know that's not true. We're all autistic in our own ways, you piece of shit.
We wouldn't be doing a podcast rating movies if we weren't.
Technically, by test definitions, I'm less autistic than the three of you. I just want to put that out
That's
there, but you
also
know.
not
Dylan-
true, Dylan.
Dylan, you and I both are. You and I are both clinically diagnosed with ADHD, which I'm pretty sure.
I'm not
qualifies as a
clinically
form of
diagnosed
autism
with
now.
it, dude. I am just
You weren't? I
self-diagnosed
thought
with
you-
it.
Why are you
I'm not
self-diag-
clinically diagnosed. I just made that shit up.
I never
I
said
want
I
to
was,
seem more
though.
like you. Also, Dylan, yeah, when we did that first fucking autism test on the channel, then you weren't because you lied on it. But when we did the second one much later on, where we all took a much more in-depth one, you were the most autistic out of all of us. You ranked the same as Blake.
I genuinely don't remember taking a second test. When did we do that? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask when we did that. I'd be
That's
willing
the
to.
autism.
That's not how autism works. I'd be willing to take the test again.
We're
I
just
don't.
gonna blame everything on autism.
I don't think I
Let's
could
just do
do
it.
that.
Let's do another. That's what we're doing next week. We're just doing another autism test.
There
Hang
we
on,
go.
instead of ranking and reviewing The King and I, let's do another autism test real quick.
It'd be more entertaining, quite frankly. Jackson, when did I tell you I was clinically diagnosed with this? I'm sorry to derail this for a second.
I just assumed you did because you constantly
I
say you
kind
have
of just
ADHD.
assumed based off of our conversations we've had.
I mean,
No, I mean you
probably.
say you have ADHD all the fucking time, so I assumed you were like being for real about that.
I mostly say it as a bit, but I wouldn't be shocked if I have it.
Okay, I'll keep that in my little pocket for later then.
I'm sorry, I say it so frequently. I don't blame you,
You
for
do.
thinking
That's
that.
that's why I thought.
My bad.
We're
Anyway,
fucking
do we, have
bros in
any,
arms here.
do we have anything else to say about the actual movie?
Dude, I
No.
think our current conversation has been going pretty well.
Yeah, I agree, but you know.
I would say I feel like I haven't seemed as positive as my rank is. I was chortling along with this film. I was reasonably entertained the whole time at their antics and whatnot.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm an easily entertained person, so I'm right there with you, Tanner. Don't worry.
It's just too on the goofy for me. Like, I'm not trying to fucking say I'm too old for this kind of movie, but I think I'm just too old for this kind of movie. Like, I'm sure I would have had a lot more fun with this a lot earlier in my life.
I think I would have liked this movie a lot more if I was a mentally deficient child, I agree.
Jesus,
That's
alright.
not what I was trying to say, but you took the words right out of my mouth.
Good
Nico.
lord.
Yeah, if that's all we have to say, I'm sticking at a D+.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my
I think
C
it's certainly
minus.
definitely a couple ranks down from the first one for me.
I'm gonna stick at a B minus. Also, it's fucking bullshit. They didn't put Bebop and Rocksteady, and they made up these stupid whatever
That's what
characters.
I thought.
Yeah.
They were gonna be like, I want you to find two creatures, and I was like, oh, is this where Bebop and Rocksteady comes into the mix? And of course it's not. It's Razor, and I don't know who the other one was. I only recognize Razor.
Yeah. For some reason, they cared about realism in that moment. They're like, well, where the fuck are you gonna find a rhinoceros in New York?
They could have stolen it from the zoo or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I'm of the same ilk as Tanner in this regard, so I think it makes sense for me to drop it to a B minus.
Okay. Well, we are looking at a C, a flat C overall.
Makes sense, I guess.
I'm trying to check what the original one. That's a full tier down from the previous one, which only had a B. So yeah, that's
Yeah, for sure
valid.
checks
Sounds
out.
about right.
Yeah.
The next movie we watched this week was Tanner's pick, that being the 1999 film The King and I.
The King and I is the story of an English school teacher who goes to Siam, or as we now call it, Thailand, to teach the royal children. And there's an evil, conniving guy and a Sigma male king, and everything works out in the end. The end.
Is this a Disney movie? Actually, let's get our ratings
No.
first.
Fun fact. This movie is based on a musical by the very famous musical writers Rodgers and Hammerstein, and this movie reviewed so poorly that the Rodgers and Hammerstein estate declared that they will never greenlight an animated film based on their musicals again.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
that makes sense.
Tanner, where'd you put
I'm
it?
at a D.
There we go.
Dude, I'm so proud of you, honestly. I thought you were going to rank it exponentially higher than any of us. Just
Yeah.
an unreasonable degree. I'm also giving it a D.
There we
I'm
go.
also at a D.
There we go. I'm slightly higher than you guys. I gave it a D+.
So the big thing with this is it looks like shit.
Yeah.
And
And
you
it's
notice that
boring.
immediately. And the story sucks. It's really boring. My only positives are... So, the overarching concept of the story I like. It's the specific execution of it that I think sucks. And then I do like the king and the main villain character, especially the king. I think he's very funny and based.
I think the King is the only saving grace of this entire fucking movie, to be honest. I think the
Fair.
King's hilarious. He's just so upfront and pushy about everything. I love him for that. The main villain, though, was fucking so insanely generic. I could not care less. He was just normal ass animated villain of the week. Who gives a shit?
This movie just feels like budget Aladdin to me, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like at its best, it's so bad it's good, which is pretty rare, but at its worst, it's just embarrassing to watch.
True.
Genuinely, the fucking intro scene, I was just mouth agape when he's just like trying to get the monkey. That shit was... I immediately was like, oh, this is gonna be a really hard fucking watch. God damn it. And it was. The movie... It felt like it was just moving at a fucking snail's pace. Like, I was
Yeah.
40 minutes into the movie, and it felt like I'd been watching for like an hour and a half. I was like, I have over half the movie left. Kill me.
Exactly. Yeah, I need to pause it for a little bit at one point to use the bathroom. I was like, oh my god, how am I less than halfway through this shit?
Yeah, I think we've all had the same reaction. Go on, Tanner.
I will say the landscape backgrounds of the like palace grounds look good, and that's about it.
On a related note, when they go and show the house they built, the teacher secretary in the movie, that shit was fucking hilarious. Where it's
It
just
looks like a PNG.
well, yeah, it's that, but then there's also they built it right into the fucking massive slums, so it just looks so fucking mean. Like,
It's
it's fucking
very
poor.
funny.
We just built this beautiful house right next to your guys' fucking port. It's like those pictures where it's like a big wall and there's like the slums on one side, like the massive, like newer city on the other.
Yeah, this felt definitely like it was supposed to be a kids movie trying to teach a lesson. However, the lessons were lost on me, and I felt ultimately like I gained no value from this movie.
What's weird is, like, why is it a kid's movie? It's based on a Broadway play, which, to my knowledge, are not aimed at children.
I'd assume just because this is during the era where everyone wanted to be Disney, and they're like, yeah, Disney has music in it. This thing is a musical, so obviously there's music, so let's just make it animated.
That's fair enough.
But also, at the end of the movie, the king is trying to whip a woman to death, so...
True.
He's so based for that. Do you guys like any of the songs at
No,
all?
none of them
No.
were good.
They're
They're
bad.
all really fucking, yeah, they're either generic to bad.
I'm trying to think if I liked any of them. Some of them are, like, catchy, but, like, in a bad way, you know? They're catchy the way that Ye's new Hail Hitler song is catchy, you know? Part of the thing is, like, I just haven't seen much musical theater, so I'm not, like, accustomed to the way they do music. I guess I do not despise the song the king sings when he's praying. That's about it.
Okay.
So, this musical you're talking about, is it from the same rendition of the 1956 version of this film? Is
Yeah,
that
there's
one
a
and the
live
same?
action version that's much older.
I'm just making sure the Broadway musical and that movie are the same thing, or if those were two different pieces of media.
Anyway, I don't think we have much else to say.
No, I don't.
It's the blend of CG and 2D animation just does not fucking work at all.
Yeah.
They tried it, doesn't work. They shouldn't have tried it, and they used it in such weird parts too, like where they it's like the prince like takes the medallion out from like the tree and it's CG, and then it cuts to him holding it and it's 2D again. It's so fucking weird and like random, and which like when they actually do it, it's super weird.
Dude, they probably unironically forgot to draw the medallion when he's grabbing it, and so they were like, fuck, well, the quick way to do this is to CG it into the frames we did paint.
I'm gonna need to like do a sit down with you guys at some point, because you guys are talking about this whole CG 2D animation thing and being able to tell the difference. I have no clue what the fuck you guys are talking about right now.
What?
Yeah, you're insane.
Guys, we've had, what do you think, like, to this point, that why do you think I always ask you guys about CGI? I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, ever.
Alright, so Dylan, during like the prayer song scene when the
Don't ask
king
me
was
to remember,
praying,
I'm not going to.
I mean, like, it was like one of the
big
bigger scenes in the
statues
film.
are very obviously CG.
Yeah.
But, like, how do you know?
Because they're not drawn.
How does that
Like,
make
you
sense?
can tell that they are not a hand-drawn thing. They look like 3D models.
Is that the difference between CGI and 2D animation?
Christ.
I'm sorry that I didn't take cinematography classes and didn't have it available to me in
Neither
high
did
school.
we, actually.
Well, then I don't know how the fuck you guys know so much, but, you know.
I mean, never mind.
Guys, I just watch movies, alright?
There's
I've got nothing else to say
come of
about this one.
Do I don't think I have anything else. The henchman guy kind of made me laugh.
Favorite
I
character.
guess.
What's up with the bit? Like, why does he have to lose all his fucking teeth throughout the movies?
Yeah.
This movie is really mean-spirited.
Is there some greater reason for them doing that?
They're from a poor third world country. They don't have the means to take care of their teeth in a good way.
Like, he's
so they're just
obviously
falling
taking
out.
care of his teeth is the thing. It's like his whole thing. And also,
That's his
the
whole
way he
bit.
loses his teeth, he just, like, gets bumped, and he suddenly loses 3 of them.
Maybe he's got
Alas.
scurvy.
Oh, maybe.
My point still stands.
I'm sticking with a D.
Yeah,
I'm also sticking with the D.
I'm giving my D a plus.
Well, unsurprisingly, it lands at a flat D overall.
Whoa.
And our final movie this week was Nico's pick, that being the 2024 film Challengers. Nico, please tell us about the plot in chronological order. Thank you.
There's plot.
Alright, so Challengers is a film about Zendaya wanting to fuck these 2 boys, but they just want to focus on tennis. But then, you know, she's also a tennis player, and unfortunately breaks her fucking leg or some shit, so she can't play tennis anymore. So she marries one of them boys and lives vicariously through him, and then cheats on him with the other boy. But then at the end of the day, they play one damn good game of tennis.
Fun fact, all of the tennis balls are CGI.
Crazy. I would have never guessed that. Rankings?
I'm sitting at an A-.
Oh my god.
Dylan, where are you sitting?
I think I gave it a C+. Yeah, I gave it a C+.
I'm giving it a flat A.
Oh my god, am I wrong here?
I'm also at a flat A.
What the fuck?
So Dylan, why didn't you like this film very much?
This movie's boring as fuck. And it makes no sense. I don't get the plot.
I can kind
Damn.
of understand that one, to be honest.
The plot is told in a very roundabout way, but that's actually one of my favorite things they do in this movie, where
Yeah.
they basically ask a question or they give some of a setup in the present, and then they cut back to the past and then answer that question. And they just basically just keep doing that more and more and more as you learn more about the situation until that very final match, in which at the very end when the ending almost kind of felt like fucking Whiplash in that sense, where you got all the context, you know the motivation for these characters, and you see what the end goal is. Like fucking Zendaya is, you know, whatever
Evil whore.
the conductor is in that
Yeah.
instance. And I think it was super fucking engaging because of that. I never felt bored. It was a very well-paced, engaging movie throughout.
Yeah, I get what they're doing there. I will say I don't like the fact that, and maybe this isn't a fact and I'm just focusing on it and therefore blowing it up in my mind, but it feels like we spend a majority of the runtime in flashbacks.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah.
The present is certainly more of like, it's like, it shows us like a minute or so of the present, and then we cut to like 10 minutes of the past.
Yeah.
I mean, the present is like the day of the match, so there's not like that much you can really fit into that time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could just rejigger the script a bit, but yeah, the big pluses to me are the performances, obviously, very good, very human or whatever, and it's very slickly produced.
Oh, the fucking editing in this movie and the cinematography are fucking crazy, especially during that final match when they're just really going fucking at it. That shit is amazing. I do not know how they did a bunch of the shots. Presumably it's just fully CGI, but
yeah, probably.
I will say the one part of the production I wasn't as into was the score. Not because of like what the music is, it's just because of like they very often do this thing where it's so fucking loud, dude.
Yeah,
it's like at the same volume as the dialogue a lot of times.
Yeah, it would kind of drown out the dialogue sometimes.
I just felt like the music didn't fit the mood, to be completely honest. It felt like...
I'm like on the fence with you there.
I think it works like half the time, and then other times, I think it like works because of association with what the movie is and in other contexts it's used. Like that's like the style of music they're using for the movie. So, or like even in like some relationship scenarios, you can maybe argue that it doesn't make sense to use those like more high intensity songs. But I think a lot of the movie really just boils down to what Zendaya said pretty early on, that tennis or like relationships or tennis is relationship, whatever. And you kind of just have to look at the movie from that perspective in a lot of regards. So like, you'd play that like high intensity shit on a relationship, but you'd also, or not a relationship, no, on the tennis court in like a close match or whatever. But the entire movie is basically presenting the whole storyline of the two guys fighting to win Zendaya in the end. As that parallel. So using that music in the same way makes sense, even though like if you're not looking at it from that perspective, it just seems kind of out of place.
Yeah, my probably, I don't know if this is my biggest negative, but it might be, is like with Whiplash, I feel the ending is very abrupt, and I just wish I had a more solid idea of what I can expect to be happening, after the movie. Specifically, I want to know, is Art gonna leave Zendaya now?
Yeah, I think I would agree with you on like the ending being more too rushed on this film more than Whiplash. This is definitely one where I would have liked to see more of an aftermath to the events of the film. Especially, I just fucking hate Zendaya. Oh my god. That scene where she comes back after fucking that dude. She sees her husband laying in bed with her daughter. Oh my god. I just wanted Zeus himself to strike her down in that moment.
Oh my god.
I do agree with you guys. I think that's probably one of my biggest detractors is just the ending of the movie. Mostly it's because of the motivations of whatever fucking Zendaya's actor or character's name is. I can't remember. Because at the very start, she specifically says that she's not a homewrecker, and you can kind of, and then also we of course have that talk with her and the fucking meth addict in the car where he's like, I know I'm a piece of shit, but at least I'm cognizant of it, whereas you are a fucking terrible person, but you just don't know it. So I'm like, they kind of portray her as like some like big mastermind, like she like this is all she wanted was to see this crazy tennis game in the end. That was her big end goal or something. But also like I don't know if she is cognizant of doing that or something, or this is all just like a result of her inadvertent actions. I don't know. I'm just not like super sold on her motivations, I think, as a character.
Personally, from reading the movie description, I did go into it thinking like, okay, yeah, she's like a mastermind and she's like doing this shit to set them both up to like, improve as tennis players. But then when I'm actually watching the movie, I'm like, nah, I think she just kind of sucks and
she's just
making
a
lot of mistakes.
Person.
Yeah, exactly. I think I do kind of lean more in that direction where it's like she's just a bad person. She hasn't really seemed to know what she wants in life. She just wants to see a good tennis match, I guess.
Well, to say that she doesn't know what she wants in life isn't fully truthful. I feel like her motivations throughout the movie were very clear. All that mattered in her life was tennis, and she made that clear at the beginning. And since that dream got taken away from her at such a young age, she got it by proxy through her next best means, which I think Jackson was explaining, living it vicariously through art. So all she cares about is the closest person she can have in her life winning tennis, and whether that be through art or whatever the fuck the other guy's name is, she just wants somebody that she is personally involved with to be winning at tennis, because that's all she ever wanted in her life. So you could view it as kind of like a selfish personal gain on her part, because, you know, she just wants something that she can't have, which could also just be the overarching idea with this movie. She wants something she can't have, and she acknowledged, like we said in the beginning, she's a homewrecker. And the dudes are like, oh, we don't care about that. But very clearly, it resolves in the very end. She was playing both sides of it, whether she was doing it consciously or not. And, like, I think, I'm gonna be real, I was mulling over, and I'm pretty sure this movie got me in my feels a lot more than it should have. I was definitely judging this movie based off of my feelings and emotions, and that's a fucked way to judge this movie. So, spoiler alert, I will be raising my ranking. I'm still deciding that. But, I do think Zendaya was, like, a ginormous piece of shit throughout this whole thing. I was very morally opposed to everything she was doing and everything that was going on. I think there's a lot of unresolved issues just personally with the character, like, interpersonal character stuff going on, which, you know, is just good script writing, so I can't, you know, knock it for that. There were and the whole, like, tennis balls being CGI and the whole tennis ball shot, it's whatever. You know, these people probably haven't played tennis in their life, so that's probably something I can look past anyway. But, yeah, I'd say the only, like, true negative thing I had was, like, at the end, when it's, like, our perspective was we are the tennis ball. I didn't get that. That wasn't very appealing to me. It made me very motion sick. I don't know why they made that choice.
It's just because it's a fucking tennis match and they wanted to make it more interesting visually.
Yeah.
I thought it was unfortunate they had to do that to, you know, boost the engagement with the movie. That's at least how I viewed it, but
I thought
I
it was
disagree
cool.
with you there. I thought it was cool. Going back to Tashi's character, I actually walked away from it thinking that, like, she actually doesn't care about anything anymore. The whole, like, wanting to live through art, like, she thought that would help her feel better about what she lost, but it doesn't. And so now she's just kind of doing whatever her whims in the moment happen to be, because she's kind of just given up on... She's given up on, like, making a plan for what her life is gonna be. What else was I gonna say? This isn't, like, a criticism or anything, it's just a question, I suppose. So, you know, when Tashi is talking to Patrick, she's like, oh, you know, why are you pretending to be, like, a homeless person? Go back to your rich family or whatever. And that's based on that conversation they have when they first meet, where he's like, yeah, my place is way bigger than this one. I interpreted that as a joke, and he actually is from, like, a broke family or something. What did you guys
No, I just
away
assume
one way or the other with that?
They're all fucking really wealthy.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. I figured
They're
it
going
was
to a
kind
big
of...
school to play tennis. They definitely have a step up in life from us plebeians.
Yeah, I definitely think
True.
it might have been one of those moments where he's a character that's out to make a name for himself, and he doesn't want to have association with his parents in that regard. He wants to forge his own path, as it were.
He just might have a lot of pride, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to feel like he's crawling back home, so they can say, I told you so. You thought you could make it as a big tennis pro, but no, look at you. Just coming back to daddy's bosom yet again.
Yeah, I will say, while for perhaps obvious reasons we're shitting on Zendaya's character more, I don't think anyone in this movie comes out very clean at the end.
No.
I mean, it's
Even with
like
Patrick.
fucking Artie or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, what does he do wrong here? Aside from, like, trying to get with his best friend's girl.
Yeah, and also, like, he kind of treats his friend like shit in the sauna.
Yeah, at some point...
He comes across like a real hoity dickhead.
Yeah, I would agree. At some point, everybody has some, like, low moment. His just happens to not be at the end. Zendaya's happens to be all throughout the movie, and then Patrick's happens to be the end of the movie, so everybody has their moment in the sun, as it were.
Patrick was so close to being, like, the only redeemable character here. I actually, when he first said no, fuck you, I was like, dude, he's so cool. And then you did it. Well.
And then it cuts back to him also fucking her, like, 5 years ago as well.
True.
Yeah.
Right before that part.
Yeah. Damn,
Yeah.
this movie.
But, at least he has a big dick or something.
True.
Of course.
I like the idea that a girl, like, during a breakup, to kind of, like, justify it, does pull that line out. You don't need me around. You got a big dick, guy. You animal. We don't need you. Don't you say I don't love you anymore. You big duck. Anyway, do we have anything else to say about this film?
No.
I don't think so. I'm sticking at my A.
I'm sticking at my A-.
Is that me next?
You're the only one.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
No one did.
Yeah, it can't escape this void. I'll throw it in the B+ pile.
Whoa.
Okay. And that lands it at an A- overall.
Whoa.
Unsurprisingly,
Nice.
it's the best movie we watched this week. It's not even fucking close.
True.
True.
Speaking of movies, what are we watching this week?
The Lego movie.
Whoa.
Very funny.
Interesting. Well, per usual, you guys have the very exciting option of live action and or animated. What are we thinking?
Dude, I'm
Live
thinking
action.
it's so hard to say, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if you're going to be playing any mind games with us this week. I'll just say live action.
All right, well then my answer also would have been live action, so that's 3 for live action.
Dude, we can't get the bad one if it's all three of us saying the
That's
same
not
thing, right?
don't fucking say that.
Guys, congratulations for the first time in like 5 weeks you didn't
Let's
pick
go.
the bad one.
Hell yeah.
We're watching the 2017 film The Florida Project.
The Florida
Oh,
Project.
okay.
Interesting.
What is that movie? I know nothing about it.
I don't really know a ton about it either.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly what it's about. It's going to be very fun.
Okay.
Anyways, the Patreon pick this week was the 2011 film The Smurfs, as requested by Steve Harvey's Ghost, so thank you for the request.
No way. 2 kids movies.
Fantastic. And if you too would like to request a movie and have us watch it over on our fun little podcast here, then you can head on over to guapish.com/Patreon or patreon.com/Guapish, and for just $1 a month, you will get access to our pre-Guap, our fun little pre-show that we do, early access to our episodes, Discord access, so you can come on in here and chat with us, as well as request movies and topics, 500 slime coins, and of course, you even get your name read out at the end of oh my god, I'm just flubbing over this right now. You even get your name read out at the end of every single episode, just like GH, Slayed by J, Blake, Netagant, I Love Lesbians, Tupperman Man, The Brain Cell, Katy Perry Left in Space, Tutbot, Looks at Hunter, and Jacob Edwards. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And as always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or ring that bell. We'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.